Nestled in a quaint little valley surrounded by emerald hills, the small town of Willow Creek was a place where the echoes of laughter mingled with the soft rustling of leaves in the wind. Its charm lay not only in the picturesque views but also in the warmth of its community. A well-worn track, lined with wildflowers, led to the heart of the town, where vibrant cottages with picket fences stood shoulder to shoulder, and life moved at a pace that was a welcome reprieve from the harried world beyond. As dusk began to paint the sky with shades of purple and orange, the townsfolk went about their daily routines. Children played hopscotch on the sidewalk, their cheerful voices filling the air, while bakers swept the lost crumbs from their doorsteps, preparing to call it a day. The town's centerpiece, a large oak tree, stretched its branches wide as if to embrace everyone within its reach. Beneath its sprawling limbs, a mural of warmth and connection began to unfold. Mira Thompson, a spirited 12-year-old with untamed curls and an insatiable curiosity, burst out of the local library, clutching a dusty book she had just checked out. Her heart raced as she spotted her best friend, Jamie Garcia, skillfully tossing stones into the creek nearby. Jamie, with his calm demeanor, was the perfect counterbalance to Mira's boundless energy. "Mira," he called with a wide smile as she approached, still brimming with excitement. "Do you want to help me catch frogs later? I found a perfect spot by the old mill." Mira's eyes sparkled. "Only if we can build a spaceship out of that tree stump afterward." She brandished the book that bore tales of adventures beyond the stars. "I just read about how to build a rocket. If we can catch enough frogs, we'll need one to take us to the moon. Deal?" Jamie laughed, his brown eyes twinkling like the stars they wished to visit. He loved the way Mira's mind spun with possibilities. It was like being on a roller coaster ride with no end in sight. As they walked toward the creek, a gentle breeze rustled through the leaves above, whispering secrets only the trees could understand. The twins of nature, the sun and the moon, seemed to circle around them as if encouraging the childlike dreams. Together, they dreamt up countless stories of space adventures, of meeting aliens who knitted them special scarves to protect from the cold of the vast universe. But today was different. As the sky darkened, a low hum rolled through the valley, a sound both foreign and uncanny, like the first ripples of thunder announcing an impending storm. The children paused, exchanging bewildered glances. The source of the sound lured them further down the creek toward the old mill. Jamie led the way, his heart racing, and Mira followed, her head spinning with wonder. When they arrived, their eyes widened in awe. There, half hidden beneath the sprawling roots of the ancient oak tree, lay a peculiar sight of spaceship. Time and the elements had taken their toll, evident in the crumbling metal and faded colors, yet it still emanated an aura of mystery that captured the children's imagination. "This is amazing," Mira whispered, breathless. "Do you think it came from another planet, Jamie?" "Maybe," he replied, kneeling to inspect the intricacies of the ship. "It looks like it's been here for ages. But why would it just be abandoned?" Mira's imagination flared. She envisioned fantastical tales of astronauts who had left behind their vehicle for a quest on Earth. "We should check inside." "I don't know, Mira. What if it's dangerous?" Jamie hesitated, but curiosity got the best of him, just as it always did when Mira was around. Together, they crept toward the opening, their hearts pounding like drums in their chests. Inside, the ship was somewhat dark, only illuminated by a kaleidoscope of colors filtering through shattered panels. As they explored its confines, they stumbled upon a small control room filled with the remnants of technology that felt light years ahead of them. It appeared abandoned yet strangely preserved, as if it had been waiting for someone to discover it. Mira traced her fingertips along the control panel, and much to her surprise, one of the buttons glimmered with an otherworldly light. "Jamie, look. It's glowing," she exclaimed, her voice a mix of trepidation and exhilaration. "Maybe we shouldn't touch it," Jamie cautioned, but he felt the pull of Mira's adventurous spirit. They were explorers. After all, how could they resist? With a nod of agreement, Mira pressed the button. The spaceship shuddered, and a soft chime filled the air, resonating like a symphony of cosmic wonders. But deeper than that, almost imperceptibly at first, was the signal. A pulse. A heartbeat. Then, miraculously, a holographic display flickered to life in front of them, revealing a celestial map. Numerous stars twinkled across its surface, and amidst the overnight darkness of the room, a single, bright signal pulsed like a beacon of hope. "Do you see that?" Mira's voice barely escaped her lips, mesmerized by the beauty of the twinkling lights on display. "What if it's a message from another planet?" Jamie's face lit up with imagination as he turned toward her, realizing they had stumbled upon something extraordinary. What if it's a call for help? Or a sign that we're not alone? The weight of the possibility sank into their hearts, weaving a connection that reached far beyond the quaint town of Willow Creek, across the cosmos to realms unexplored. It was a moment teetering on the edge of magic and reality, when their sense would change the course of their lives forever. As they stared at the pulsating beacon and the fabric of the universe unfolded before their eyes, Mira and Jamie felt an electrifying bond of companionship wrapped in dreams of cosmic exploration, heartwarming connection, and unending curiosity. This was their adventure. It had begun with a spaceship, empty yet sending a signal into the infinity of possibilities ahead. Then, just as mysteriously as the ship had awakened, the signal stopped. The connection faded, and the lights dimmed, leaving them in an echoing silence that felt heavy yet laden with promise. "We have to find out who sent it," Mary declared, racing back to the ship's entrance, her excitement rekindling. "We need to follow the signal." From the threshold of the spaceship, Jamie observed the glow of the moon's reflection upon the water, contemplating where this unexpected journey would take them. Within Willow Creek, they had always felt a sense of belonging and community, an indelible comfort in the known, but now the unknown was calling, enticing them with its vastness. They had a choice to make. As they emerged from the ship, bearing shared hopes and yearning, they could feel the pull of the cosmos, weaving dreams that span not only their childhood, but also defined moments yet to come. And as they stepped up to the moonlit path leading back to town, they couldn't shake the feeling that the whispering winds of Willow Creek cradled a world of wonders, waiting to unfold. Their adventure had just begun, and little did they know it would lead them far beyond mere exploration. It would challenge their friendships, test their beliefs, and transform their understanding of the universe and, most importantly, themselves. Mira and Jamie stood outside the ship, the cool evening air wrapping around them like an embrace as they contemplated their next move. The pulsing beacon had momentarily ceased, but in their hearts they could still feel its lingering warmth, a palpable sense of purpose igniting their spirits. Something was uniting them, binding their shared dreams to the fabric of their small town, and that connection felt both exhilarating and daunting. "Let's head to Old Man Fisher's," Jamie suggested, his voice a whisper, as if saying it aloud would somehow bring the signal back to life. "He knows everything about Willow Creek. Maybe he can help us figure this out." Mary nodded eagerly, her heart racing. The mill was only a stone's throw away, and she felt a strange kinship with the ship, a connection deepened by the miles of starlit space it had traversed. Together, they made their way through the winding trails, the moonlight dancing upon the tree leaves like playful sprites, illuminating their path in silvery hues. As they reached Old Man Fisher's house, they couldn't help but feel a reverent hush falling over the place. It was a modest cottage, adorned with an aged wooden sign that read Fisher's Curiosities, hanging slightly askew. The scent of freshly baked bread wafted from the open window, mingling with the crisp night air. Grandma Fisher was known for her baking prowess, and it was said that her legendary apple pie could heal any broken heart. "May I, Jamie?" Old Man Fisher called out, stepping out from the shadows of his porch, his silver hair fluttering softly in the breeze. He wore a kind smile that crinkled the corners of his deep-set blue eyes. "What brings you two out on such a fine night, Mr. Fisher?" Mira exclaimed, rushing forward. "You won't believe what we found." She gestured wildly toward the river and the old mill, her words tumbling over one another in excitement. "It's a spaceship, and it sent a signal message from another planet. We need your help to understand it." Old Man Fisher's eyes gleamed with curiosity as he leaned forward, eager to hear more. The gentle wisdom of his years wrapped around them, encapsulating the inherent magic of storytelling. "A spaceship, you say? That brings back memories. Back in my day, we used to dream of the stars. Always believed there was something larger than ourselves out there." Jamie felt a spark of warmth at his words, sensing the shared wonder between generations. "Can we show you? Is there any way?" "Of course," he interrupted, chuckling. "Lead the way, my young explorers. I can't allow such adventures to go undocumented." As they walked back to the old mill, the three of them fell into a comfortable rhythm. Year by year, Mira and Jamie had watched Old Man Fisher drift into various narratives, sharing bits and pieces of the town's rich history, his stories woven like threads in the tapestry of their lives. He regaled them with tales of the valley's founding families, of whispers of lost loves, and the lore of the old oak tree that had witnessed it all. Wrapped within those stories were community legends of goodwill, kindness, and the bonds forged between those who chose to offer help rather than expect return. When they reached the mill, the spaceship loomed before them, its rusty body now glinting under the moonlight, as if inviting them to step beyond the realm of the norm. Old Man Fisher approached it with an air of reverence, inspecting it as if he were meeting an ancient friend after years apart. "I can't say I've seen something like this before, but the universe is full of surprises. Sometimes it takes strangers to bring us back to the wonders we overlook," he said softly, his voice tinged with nostalgia. Mira and Jamie watched with bated breath as he traced the faded symbols along the control panel. After a few moments, he turned to them, a thoughtful expression clouding his face. This is something special, kids. It may hold more than just technical mysteries. It has a story of its own, a connection to what you're searching for. Mira's heart swelled with anticipation. Do you believe this spaceship could still work? Can we make contact with whoever sent the signal? Old Man Fisher regarded them thoughtfully. My dear, there's always more than what meets the eye. True explorations lies much within our hearts as they do in the cosmos. Perhaps our adventure isn't only about uncovering secrets, but also about learning what it means to be a part of something greater than ourselves. His words hung in the air like stardust, and in that moment, Mira felt deeply seen. The thrill of adventure intertwined with a newfound awareness of connection, the bond between friends and the community that cradled them. In the coming days, the intrigue surrounding the spaceship enveloped not only Mira and Jamie, but also the townsfolk of Willow Creek. News of the discovery spread like wildfire, igniting a flame of curiosity and excitement. Weekends turned into gatherings of friends, families, and neighbors all converging around the ancient oak where the old mill stood in quiet solidarity. The spaceship became a focal point, a gathering place for laughter, conversations, and the sharing of ideas. Children played nearby, keeping the spirit alive, while their parents exchanged old tales and dispersed with new dreams of discovery. Old Man Fisher, vibrant with purpose, organized storytelling sessions beneath the oak where the elders shared legends of Willow Creek, igniting sparks of nostalgia. On one golden afternoon, Mira and Jamie sat nestled against the gnarled roots of the oak, their hearts healing, their minds racing with possibilities. Mira had persuasively led a group of creative kids in crafting space-themed banners, while Jamie organized a little makeshift observatory with a telescope borrowed from the school. Look, you can see the rings of Saturn, Jamie said, his eyes lit with excitement. Mira smiled as she focused on the view. You can already imagine us traveling there, can't you? They shared a knowing glance, the dreams sparkling like distant stars in their minds. The children's laughter melded with the gentle rustle of leaves, a symphony of innocence and hope, but a shift in the air caught their attention. A hush fell over the group, and Mary turned to see the young boy from their class, Tommy Jensen, standing a few feet away, his eyes wide with uncertainty. Hey, Tommy, Jamie called out, beckoning him closer. Come check it out. Tommy hesitated, wiping his hands on his shirt, visibly shy but intrigued. Slowly, he stepped toward them, drawn in by the camaraderie and warmth of laughter. Mira noticed how uncertainty turned into curiosity. The moment reminded her of how many times Janie had extended her hand to her in similar situations. Want to see Saturn, Tommy? She asked, her voice full of encouragement. He nodded, his confidence growing. Sure. He approached the telescope, and as he gazed through the lens, nostalgia washed over Mira. It felt like an echo of her first day at school when Jamie had offered his hand to her. You can be anything you want, Tommy, she encouraged, her heart swelling. Even an astronaut. He smiled sheepishly, his face brightening. Really? I thought only he stammered, nodding at Jamie. It could be one. A collective gasp floated through the group, revealing the hopeful spirit of connection and the power of community. Old Man Fisher stepped into the circle, his eyes glimmering like the stars at dusk. Listen closely, everyone. Dreams require courage, and courage is often found in companionship. We're all explorers of our own universe, united in the quest for our understanding and adventure. His voice wrapped around them like a warm blanket, creating a moment of kinship that blended their youthful dreams with the wisdom of life experiences. Each story shared inspired a ripple of kindness, allowing everyone to embrace their uniqueness while standing together as one. Days passed, and as the rituals of togetherness blossomed, so too did the children's dreams. Not only did the spaceship spark imagination, but it also cultivated compassion. They found themselves organizing a bake sale to raise funds for families in need, inspired by Grandma Fisher's never-ending kindness. The shared effort sparked joy in their community, drawing strangers into their embrace, reconnecting old friendships, igniting flames of hope in places that had long been overshadowed by storms of time. They transformed the unknown into something beautiful through unity. As a team, they baked cinnamon rolls and chocolate chip cookies, filling the air with warmth and laughter, echoes of a laughter that mingled seamlessly with the essence of Willow Creek. During one particular afternoon filled with sunlight and connection, Mira stood by the old oak, feeling the gentle sway of the branches overhead, and suddenly felt as if the universe was responding to her every heartfelt wish. Jamie approached, his hands sticky with frosting, a wide grin painted across his face. Look who I found. I brought everyone back for the unveiling, he announced, excitement bubbling within him. They had gathered their friends, family, and numerous neighbors. Old Man Fisher climbed on top of a small crate to address the crowd, his presence commanding yet warm. Proud citizens of Willow Creek, he bellowed, his voice both authoritative and kind. Today, we gather not only to celebrate the wonders we've explored together, but to uphold the ties of our community, forged in kindness and empathy. You all have shown what makes us human, the power of connection. He gestured toward the oven set under a table, and as everyone caught the whiff of their baked goods, cheers erupted, banners cheering on, shared dreams fluttered in the wind. They reached for something way beyond the simple thoughts of space and light. They reached for each other. The unexpected sparkle in the children's eyes became infectious as dreams transformed into reality, entwining them with the heart of Willow Creek. Laughter and voices mingled like colors on a canvas, painting the world bright with the spirit of togetherness. But in the core of the joyful chaos, Mira felt the weight of her unspoken thoughts, a longing that swelled deeper than adventure alone. Her gaze wandered back toward the spaceship, a symbol of potential that transcended the boundaries of the human experience. Somehow she sensed that the journey extending beyond the stars now, intertwined with the beautiful stories of her town. As the evening light began to fade, wrapping everything in a gentle embrace, Mira caught Jamie's gaze, and for a moment they shared an understanding that transcended words. They had ventured into the unknown and found wonder, kindness, and empathy, and now they stood on the precipice of something far greater, yet to be unveiled. Breathlessly, they all gathered around the tree one last time, Old Man Fisher's words echoing in the collective heartbeat of their community. The essence of belonging wasn't just in connection with the cosmos, or town folklore. It thrived in the love they shared, of looking out for one another even when the unknown felt shy. Let's promise to always reach for each other, no matter how vast the universe is, Jamie said softly, his voice drawing the attention of those around him. With collective agreement, hands clasped together, they made a silent vow to unite each other through kindness, to witness adventures unfold together, and to understand that in every story is a thread weaving them closer to one another, near or far, grounded in heart. As the sun dipped beneath the horizon and stars began to twinkle in the entire darkness of the sky, Mira closed her eyes and smiled, feeling the warmth of camaraderie envelop her like a celestial embrace. And as they looked up at the stars above, a sudden brilliant flash streaked across the sky, leaving trails of shimmering light, an unexpected miracle that surged through them. Was this a sign? An affirmation? She couldn't help but believe it was another adventure awaiting them, a celebration of connection beyond the vastness of space, a reminder that in reaching for the stars, they had already accomplished the most important mission of all, finding one another. With hearts full of joy, they began to disperse, filled with laughter and excitement for the future. Little did they know, an even greater journey awaited just beyond the horizon, a new adventure that would forever change the essence of what it meant to call Willow Creek home. The days rolled on in Willow Creek, painting landscapes of camaraderie and connection. The echo of laughter intertwined with the gentle rustle of leaves, while stories flourished under the old oak tree. Each passing moment seemed to weave the townsfolk closer together in a tapestry rich with shared dreams and kindness, a collective energy bridging the gap between generations. As the weeks turned into months, the buzz surrounding the mysterious spaceship never dwindled. What began as a singular discovery transformed into a movement that enveloped the entire community in purpose. Mira and Jamie became the unofficial ambassadors of friendship, urging their friends toward collaboration. Inspired by Old Man Fisher's insights, they understood that the most beautiful adventures lay not just in reaching for the stars, but in celebrating the connections forged right here on Earth. One glorious afternoon, as golden rays poured over Willow Creek, Mira stood with Jamie, surveying the town from a hilltop overlooking the oak tree. Its branches swayed in the breeze, sheltering children while drawing the townsfolk together for yet another gathering. She felt a stirring in her heart, a desire to cultivate this warmth into something tangible. What if we organized a festival to celebrate our adventures? She proposed excitedly, turning to Jamie, who had recently adjusted his perspective on life. We could spotlight stories, yours and mine. The successes of our community, the friendships we've developed, and the things we've learned. Jamie's eyes lit up, filled with understanding of the importance of what she was suggesting. That would be incredible. A festival highlighting connections, showcasing stories of kindness, adventure, and gratitude. It could be something everyone looks forward to every year. And so, with the spark of a dream igniting within them, they raced back to town, expressing their ideas with the enthusiasm that enveloped their friendship. One by one, they enlisted the support of their fellow townsfolk, a baker willing to provide goodies, neighbors who offered to set up booths of crafts and stories, and families that shared their experiences on how the ship inspired them. The vision began to blossom like the wildflowers surrounding their picturesque town. Everyone had a role, every neighbor contributed. Together they painted banners, shared recipes, and even rehearsed storytelling circles that warmed hearts and ignited imaginations. They encouraged everyone, young and old, to share their stories, tales of traveling experiences, the way friendship mended broken spirits, and memories from their childhood that reflected the colors of Willow Creek. But the idea of capturing these tales, together with the magic of the spaceship, ignited a sense of connection deeper than Mira could have imagined. Old Man Fisher, inspired by the festival's potential, stepped up with an idea of his own, a community mural depicting the essence of Willow Creek. The mural would be an ever-evolving piece, painted by community members to reflect their growth and dreams, capturing the beauty of their collective journey. Mira and Jamie knew they needed community involvement for the mural to resonate, so they organized a series of meetings in which people gathered under the oak tree. They shared laughter and stories, each contributing their thoughts and feelings in a melting pot of creativity. The stories flowed like a gentle stream, frequencies of lives underlying the spirit they all embraced. As the festival drew nearer, anticipation infused the air. The day arrived, a perfect cascade of sunshine awakening gold and rust within the trees surrounding the old oak. Banners danced in the breeze, each carefully crafted with love and expectation. The community came together like a heart beating in harmony, creating a sense of unity that stretched among them. The festival kicked off with a parade led by Mira and Jamie, clad in astronaut costumes they crafted from sheets and cardboard. Children twirled in their own creations, colours swirling around their joyful faces. Adults cheered, and excitement thrummed in the air. Each group held their banners high, celebrating the unity that echoed deep within their souls. As the day unfolded, people rotated through storytelling booths, hearing voices rich with nostalgia. Old Man Fisher recounted local tales of times past, voice timbre filled with the cadence of experience, while young ones shared dreams of adventures yet to come. Each layer revealed the spirit of their community. The festival echoed a symphony of laughter and compassion, because between every story shared was the essence of kindness that had bound them tighter. As dusk painted the sky with an indigo hue, they gathered in a circle, holding hands in solidarity beneath the ancient oak, blending their voices harmoniously to express gratitude for the journey they shared. At a designated moment among festivities, Mira and Jamie stepped forward, hands clasped in anticipation. The crowd quieted, anticipation hanging thick in the air. This festival was born from a dream shared in friendship, the belief that community thrives on connection. Mira began, her voice steady amid the gentle breeze. The spaceship we found reminded us of the dreams we hold, not just as of adventure, but of kindness. Kindness that ties us to one another. Jamie continued, together we grew as witnesses to heartfelt connections in every shared story. So, we invite you to share not just your stories today, but to encourage one another every day, to lift each other up. That's how we keep our community alive and thriving. The words resonated. Throughout the crowd, a collective sigh echoing back, a heartfelt affirmation. In that moment, Mira felt her heart swell. They had built something incredible, a bridge of unity stretching into the future. It was more than a festival, it had become a testament to their journey and growth, celebrating kindness and love as central tenets of their community. Then, Old Man Fisher stepped forward, emotion flickering in his azure eyes, holding a brush in one hand and paint in the other. Now it's time to create something together, he said, motioning to the canvas that awaited them at the heart of the festival. Let this mural be a representation of who we are, a living testament that transforms as we do. Families and friends stepped closer, dipping brushes in vibrant hues, creating swathes of light and color. Each stroke told a story, a connection to memories cherished and bonds crafted as their hands danced across the surface. Laughter intermingled with strokes of paint as children splashed vivid colors onto the canvas while older generations guided and supported them. Mira watched as Tommy, who had shyly joined the group at first, embraced the moment. He took his brush and, with a newfound sense of confidence, painted a rocket ship soaring toward the stars. Magically, it seemed to blend seamlessly with the images others were conjuring from their hearts, a mixture of landscapes, dreams, and friendships unfurling before them. As the evening deepened, lanterns ignited one by one, illuminating the mural as a breathtaking tapestry woven with heart and emotion. Stories intermingled with love, forged from friendships, a growing masterpiece that's heartbeat pulsed with kindness echoing through the community. Finally, as the stars twinkled above, Mira felt a warmth settle within her soul. With Jamie by her side, they admired their mural, brimming with memories and dreams, a beautiful reflection of who they had become. They bore witness to the transformation that blossomed within them all, and she couldn't shake the realization that they had cultivated something magnificent. Look at what we've done together, she said softly to Jamie, gratitude woven through her voice. This was beyond our wildest dreams. He nodded, eyes sparkling. We did this, and everyone's involvement made it possible. Kindness really is the beat of life here. The moment felt surreal, and ache of happiness wrapped around them. They pivoted toward their friends, family, and neighbors. In that gaze, autumn leaves swirling above, laughter bubbling like crystal waters, they felt the collective heartbeat of Willow Creek pulsing in rhythm. Amidst the laughter, Old Man Fisher gathered everyone once more to circle around the mural. This mural will remain a symbol of who we are, a reminder that life thrives in connection. Beyond adventure lies something even greater: love, hope, compassion. In an outpouring of warmth, the townsfolk cheered, their voices blending under the starlit canvas above as the stars bore witness to their dreams. Laughter mingled with shared stories and an echoing promise of kindness that would define the future, a force that would reverberate through each and every encounter. As the festival wound down and the lanterns flickered against the night sky, Mira and Jamie climbed back to the top of the hill they had visited weeks before. From their vantage point, under the celestial show above, they gazed out at the shimmering town that shone like a kaleidoscope of possibility. It revealed friendships that grew stronger, adventures yet to be undertaken, and promises whispered into the night. "Do you think we'll ever go into space?" Miriam mused, her cheeks brushed by the night winds as stars painted the infinite canvas of the sky. "Maybe we won't go there, but I believe we can create our own adventures right here," Jamie replied with sincerity, a smile breaking across his face. "We've learned that every step takes us closer to something beautiful, something called home." Miriam nodded, feeling warmth bubble within her chest as they embraced the simplicity in his words. She understood that they had traversed much more than the vastness of a field filled with dreams. They had intertwined their lives with every heartbeat in Willow Creek, a constellation of love shining through life's tender vignettes, told through laughter, courage, and, most importantly, kindness. As they shared their dreams under the stars, Mira and Jamie recognized how far they had come, how together they had ascended beyond mere adventures. Within the bonds formed, they had found a beautiful truth: kindness begets kindness. Love nurtures love. And together they would carry those lessons forward into every new tomorrow. And with that enlightenment, they settled comfortably in their old corner on top of that hill, gaze lost in the night sky. They forged a vow in their hearts as the twinkling stars bore silent witness to the promise. They made a promise that they would always reach not only for the heavens, but for each other, nurturing the threads of kindness as they transformed the world. In Willow Creek, every morning dawned anew, shimmering with stories, promising connections yet to be discovered. The little corner of the universe remained alive, echoing with laughter, wrapped in kindness, forever united by the love they extended to one another.